Oh yeah, we are here at the fucking Game Over Yeah, fuck yeah, fucking charity stream for Cancer Research UK. So let's actually fucking do it properly now. Hello and welcome to Game Over Yeah, the video game podcast created by gamers for gamers with your hosts Leon,
Dave,
the Stag Beetle himself.
Oh yeah, whoop, 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 whoop.
Brap, 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 brap.
So I mean, how you doing this week, guys?
nicely chilled.
I'm very laid back right now.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
sunglasses inside. That's how laid back I am.
You are effectively the deal with it meme personified.
I'm wearing a blazer. Like, what's
you are.
going on?
I mean, you're going all out right now,
I'm going ham.
and it is nice. You know, I'm appreciating it right now.
Do you know what? I realised something.
Go on.
Like, sunglasses with lights shining in your face is a great idea.
Oh yeah.
Like, I couldn't feel more comfortable right now.
I'm glad that's the case, man. I'm glad that's the case. So I mean, how about you, Dave? Man, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
He's visible again.
I mean,
I am mightily visible.
He has
once
finally got his high vis back. It's been sitting here for a while in my new place, my new abode, and
I quite like
we finally.
This setup's not that bad.
More. Alright,
No?
cool.
Yeah.
I think this is quite a fun setup.
Yeah,
I feel very close to the day.
Cozy.
It is quite intimate.
Even
isn't
though
it? Like-
technically I was on a sofa and we were much closer before, but I feel close to him this way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was literally leg touching close on the sofa and other touching, but that was off camera.
He touched my cock.
oh, okay. I missed that action. I mean,
It's on camera, don't worry.
Fantastic. I'm glad to hear it.
Anyway, how are you, Leon?
Yeah, no, I'm all good, man. I've been sort of checking in on the stream all weekend, and there's been some awesome things going down, man.
Absolutely. I particularly enjoyed the toast-related puns that were kicking off yesterday.
I was at the London for Gaming or something like that. Or something
I
like
believe so.
London for Gaming
I'm
Fun
sure-
or something like that. I don't know. I don't
sure
know.
one of our viewers
I'm murdering
will-
the name right now. Hopefully someone can correct us right now.
I love Toast. Toast is great.
But yeah, it's been some top-quality gaming over the weekend.
Yes, there has been indeed, and I mean, I must say a particular highlight of mine was I came back from like a show that I went to on Friday, and it was sort of like on the early hours of Saturday morning. They were still playing Cards Against Humanity.
Nice.
So yeah,
Stole our
I sort
idea.
of checked some of that. Stole our idea.
That game. So for anyone that hasn't heard about this game, like I played. My mum wasn't in a great mood that night, so we got her to play Cards Against Humanity to kind of liven spirits and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she played against my brother, who is an avid gamer. I would say he probably games more than we do actually. Like,
Oh, okay.
He's solid from like get home from work and go to sleep gaming. But she played the card was I think the black card was what killed my last relationship, and she played World of Warcraft, and I laughed for a solid 10 minutes. Like, that
I would
was
have
a
died.
game over.
I would.
Amazing.
Puns for days, son.
Brilliant. Now, I mean, obviously, this is all for charity today, and this is just the start of our 4-hour stint. Where you've got us until
Fuck
10
off, 4
p.m.
hours.
4 hours. That's right.
You told me an hour and a half. You lied.
That's just for the podcast,
Stag Beetle
man.
can't do a fucking 4-hour shit.
What you do is you do the hour and a half, and then we'll just repeat it, and
Such a good,
no one
such
knows.
a good idea. They'll never know.
Genius. I like it.
we tend to do that every week, so why not just condense it to 4 hours?
We've never done that before.
No.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I think he's been doing some crazy things again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, don't forget to donate. If you actually put exclamation mark donate in the chat, the bot will tell you where to be able to get all to be able to actually donate to this great cause. We're already at 1,600, which is fantastic. I mean, it's a great effort over the weekend, and well, yeah. Hopefully, we're hoping to hit that 2,000 target. So let's try and hit it in this 10 o'clock thing. Come on.
Absolutely.
Help us.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do that. So I mean,
I better get my credit card out. Fuck.
anyway, so feel free to jump in the chat, you know, and have some fun, and we'll definitely acknowledge, and if you've got any questions, we'll sort of see if we can answer them as well. But anyway, while we're kind of waiting for the chat to warm up, let's jump into some of the games that we've been playing this week. So Mike, man, what have you been playing, bro?
Oh, I've gone back to some classics.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Yeah.
Madden was one.
Oh, Madden.
And I had a very fun game of Madden the other day. Because I was inebriated.
Yeah.
That's one way to put it. And I forgot Kinect was on.
Oh.
So
okay.
anyway, I decided to be the Jets, as we all know. I'm a Jets fan. The worst team in Madden. They chose the Giants. The reason I chose the Jets, I was like, they're the New York team. I've got to take this on. So I'm beating him. Not like killing him, but I'm beating him, and I'm like, okay, we can do this. And then he figures out my strategy. So I decide to throw up a Hail Mary. Now, a Hail Mary it's like my last shot, just throw the ball as far as it goes, see if someone catches it, see what happens. And I caught it. Like, my guy, the worst character on my team, he does like the most spectacular catch ever. So if anyone's seen the vine of the guy saying these nuts, ha! Got him! I scream, ha! Got him! And some guy from Alabama, I don't even know where, just decides to attack my life at this point. So I'm a little bit drunk, and we know what happens with the stag beetle at this point. So I'm consistently barraging him with attacking shit and beating him at the same time. And I've not had that much fun in 45 minutes in a long time, because it was just like he was the epitome of everything I hate about playing online.
Yeah.
But like, because I was drunk, it made it so much more fun. And I was just like, yeah, I can insult a lot better than you can. So
Nice.
there you go. Nice.
Apart from that, I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone, as usual.
Yeah. I mean, you're seriously hooked with that shit, man. I mean, like,
I told you it was going to happen.
Because it's mobile as well now.
Yeah.
Mobile, that's game over, because that's
Yeah.
Bus Journey, that's everywhere. Game over. Yeah. But I have decided this month I won't do it. Next month, I'm not going to focus on any of the other stuff. I'm going to play ranked, and I'm going to see how high I can get. Because I haven't really done that before. I just play. I play a lot of arena, which is silly because I fund lots of gold into it. But
yeah.
Next month I'm going to make a run. I'm going to build my own deck specifically for it, and I'm going to go and see how far I can get. And I want to get into the top rank.
Oh, okay, fair enough, man.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's gonna be. I mean, hours-wise. I mean, Dave, you're kind of like a little bit of a resident expert on Hearthstone as well.
Oh, I think Mike's taking that from me.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, how long do you think? I mean, hours-wise, you're gonna have to kind of put into that to be able to kind of get to that kind of level.
It depends how solid your deck is. Do you feel that you're confident enough that you've got some really solid top-class cards?
I think if I play Hunter, I can get in the top 3 ranks.
Because
I think it's 24 to 48 hours worth.
Yeah, because as you win
split
games
that over 7 days, it's not too bad.
No, because as you win more games, you also get bonus stars for combos. So
yeah, I need to do a run.
Yeah.
Whoa! Almost just fell off my chair.
That's the easiest way to rank up quickly. Is just by getting lots of wins in a row. So you need to have consistent.
I'll see. I don't know is the honest answer, but I've never really done it, and I've got to rank 8 before.
The highest rank I got was 14, and that took a weekend.
Oh, okay.
It's all about hitting a run, and the thing is, my deck is one that will win more games than it will lose, most likely. And it's a quick deck. It's all about rush. So if I lose, I'm straight back into another game. So I can spend 2 hours. I'm more likely to get more wins out of it than if I play my slow decks and stuff.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well. Is the length of games. You want quick games. You don't want them to drag on too long.
Hashtag. Not drag on.
Hashtag lose train of thought.
Wow.
Smooth.
That's how I roll.
Yeah,
apart from that, I went back to a classic this week.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft.
Oh shit! You've been playing WoW again, man.
Wow.
I played on
Just quick, DJ Truthsayer in the chat there. Hello, welcome,
Hello.
and
Bonjour,
yeah,
je m'appelle
we are
Mr.
doing
Vito.
well. We're doing well. But yeah, anyway, come on, tell us more about your.
I didn't
World of
activate my
Warcraft.
account. I just went on a friend's one to play a bit of PvP and stuff.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Fuck me, that game. I forgot how annoyingly good and bad it is at the same time, and like.
I mean, like, what? Why?
I'll tell you what was really annoying, and this is the most annoying part. I was really enjoying it, but the only thing that was like making me not like it was his UI, which was annoying me because I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna resubscribe and buy a computer just to play this fucking game again. And then like afterwards, I like was speaking to my brothers, and they're like heavily back on it now,
Yeah.
and I was just like, no, don't let yourself do this. Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
That game took a good chunk of, like, in the last 10 years, that's had 3 years of gaming
Oh.
solidly on it. So
Nice.
I don't think it needs any more.
If you're going to PvP, you need to have the right setup. You need to have all the buttons that you want, so you
Yeah,
can
I
see them, and
didn't-
you need to make sure they're all key mapped correctly.
Didn't
Otherwise-
understand his mapping system at all.
Oh,
and everything.
right.
I was just like, oh, I did alright, but no. And then I tried out Heroes of the Storm, is it? The Blizzard, like, Dota
Oh,
sort of
right.
thing.
Oh, okay, like the MOBA.
Yeah, MOBA. It's really fun.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've never really got into MOBAs myself. I mean, I've tried Dota and I've tried like League of Legends.
I was playing
I
against
mean-
shit people, so
Yeah.
I think that's why I enjoyed it more. And like, I was doing really well, so I was just like, this could be the one. This is Neo, mate. This is fucking Keanu Reeves in The Matrix.
What character were you?
I played Diablo, and I played Stitches. Is it Stitches?
Yeah.
And I played Space Marine. What's his face? Fucking
Oh, the main dude from
Raynor.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jim
right,
Raynor. It was a lot of fun. I did not appreciate watching humongous characters ride on ponies.
Yeah, it does look a
thought
little odd.
That was ridiculous. I don't understand why they just don't put in a buff system so that you move like you're on a horse, but you're not. Because Diablo and Stitches just look fucking stupid on a pony.
I could
In
imagine.
fact, it was a unicorn in this case, so that kind of brought it a little bit back. But
God, I love them unicorns.
who doesn't love unicorns? But no, it was good. It was it's one of those annoying games that I was like, shit, I really need to get PC sorted out again. Don't I?
You do. For
I
fuck's
don't-
sake,
I don't-
sort it out
I don't-
already.
I don't play that much gaming these days. It's like it's just like a couple of hours here or there. It's not
Mhm.
like solid. So that's why I'm scared of getting a PC, because there's so much content I need to catch up on,
Oh yeah,
and
there's
I'll get
fucking
hooked into
shitloads.
something,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it'll be like, oh, fuck, I have work in 4 hours. Oh, fuck, I have work in 1 hour. Oh, fuck, I called in sick. I won't call in sick, don't worry. But it just takes over your life a little bit too much
Yeah.
sometimes.
Damn that real life having to do important grown up things.
Yeah. What about you, Dave? What have you been playing?
What have I been playing? I've been playing the new Wolfenstein DLC, which is the Old Blood,
Ah.
which is confusing because it's a new game, but it's called Old Blood.
Okay, fair enough.
It's effectively the prequel to New Order.
Ah, right. Okay, fair enough.
Not the 80s band.
Do you know what's funny? Our when we were like 14, 15, and we used to like MC and DJ and stuff, we called our group New Order, and and then like all this stuff came up, and we're like, fuck, man, can't even do anything with it because you search it and you fucking find all these old 80s songs. Fuck's sake, man.
Yeah, New Blood is really good, but it falls into the same trap that Batman Arkham Asylum did when it did its prequel, in the sense that it's trying to give you all these new and shiny things, but it doesn't fit, because how are you getting all these upgrades when you don't have them in the following one? So it's kind of that sort of suspension of disbelief that you're just playing it for the enjoyment of it. Don't try and get any continuity between the two.
When you're talking on Batman, did anyone see, there's the PS4 exclusive Batman console.
Yes, yeah, no, I did see
it
that.
looks
Yeah.
lovely and stuff. Did anyone see someone's made their own Batman console?
That doesn't.
Oh,
surprise me.
really?
People
Oh
are really
my
good at that
God.
sort of stuff.
It is in the shape of the Batman symbol, and like they've just made their own casting of everything, remodeled it and stuff. Said they've done the sheets on it. It's on. I think it's on my Twitter. So if we can't find it, I'll find it.
Okay.
It is fucking ridiculous. Like.
I love that people do that. The creativity and everything is just so good.
Turning a Nintendo, an NES into a toaster is one of the coolest things I've ever fucking seen. I want my toast made from an NES.
Does it still play games?
No.
Oh.
But there's other ones where they've done other things like that. I have a feeling you're just going to find yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find it later and we'll post it up. It was ridiculous, to say the least.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So Wolfenstein, with the new order, they had an Easter egg where you could play a level from the original Wolfenstein 3D. But what they've done with Old Blood is that every stage has a level from the first episode of Wolfenstein 3D hidden within the level.
Are you playing that on PC
as
well? How much was it for the
15
DLC?
quid.
Worth it?
Totally worth getting it. It's so much fun. They've thrown in a bunch of new ideas, sort of help with the stealthing. They've put in a challenge mode, so once you've beaten it, you can just go back and cause as much mayhem as possible.
That's the fun times.
It feels more like a Bond movie than an actual game.
Well, I was going to say, like, it's against the Nazis, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
If they could get over the copyright stuff, how good would it be if you could add Indiana Jones DLC? That would be like the coolest thing in the world.
You do feel like Indiana Jones because you are effectively running around, beating up Nazis, collecting gold, saving the day. All you need now is the whip and the hat.
Does the character like snakes?
Doesn't really come up.
No, okay. If the snake comes down, whoo.
I do like the nice touches that they put in to nods at their other games. Like, for example, in the first level, when you go into the room. Oh, actually, they do make a nod at the Indiana Jones, because one of the opening areas, you go in and there's all the crystal skulls
yeah.
on the wall, which was awesome. And then they have the Skyrim helm as a collectible. You can pick it up as armor. So there's just loads and loads of nice little touches like that. It is quite a lot more stealth-based than the first game.
Oh, okay.
I like a good stealth game.
There's a lot of sneaking around the first bit. Well, then, to be fair, you are trying to escape, so you aren't just going in gung-ho.
Yeah.
Makes sense. There's changes between, it's not just run and gun anymore. There's vehicle sections as well,
Nice.
which is pretty cool. The only thing I don't like about it is in the first one, there was this amazing skill tree that you kind of, as you went with your style of gameplay, it gave you perks.
Right.
Within this one, it's just one skill tree. Which is a bit...
So there's not as much your influence on it.
No, which is a bit lame. I mean, you still kind of can go, oh, I'm going to do some stealth bits to get these unlocks.
It's one of the best mechanics to really change up a game. Like I remember playing Fallout a lot, and you could build your character one way or build your character another, depending on, it wasn't quite a skill tree, but you get the perks because of skills, and it really does completely change the game in some senses. Like, we were talking about World of Warcraft earlier. I remember even before you could redo your character, like their traits and stuff, I was a paladin.
Yeah.
So it was, the gameplay style that you could play with 3 different things was completely different.
Oh yeah, totally.
So what, they just took it away from it, sort of thing, or?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's got as much replayability as the first one. There's still, not that I want to drop any spoilers in, a point where if you pick one, you'll get one ending, and if you pick something else, then you'll have to get different endings. So there is a sense that you have to play it through a couple of times.
Well, that's a good thing, I'd say.
Yeah.
You do want to see
replayability in
it.
games is important.
Yeah,
definitely.
Although the problem is these days, a lot of the time, and I'm guilty of this as well, YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. It's just like, can't be asked.
Yeah,
Just watch the screen.
But that was what was cool with New Order, was that you made the choice fairly at the beginning of the game, which completely changed a lot of the how cutscenes and how the missions played out and
Right.
the routes you took and everything.
Mhm.
So it was effectively playing a completely different game, which is nice. So it wasn't just a case of I'm going to choose this, get the good ending, and then go and watch the bad ending because I want to check it out. It's sort of. But yeah, no, I'm loving it. It's on my PC, so graphics are a bit glitchy at times, but I can just about see what's
Your
going on.
PC is only one step above mine.
What, existent?
Mine's a frame with no fucking body inside it.
I mean, just speaking of PC kind of stuff anyway, we did have sort of something come up in the chat where basically we've got someone who is fairly new to PC gaming, and they were basically asking in regards to if they could plug in like an Xbox One controller into their PC, which earlier on we actually discovered yes you can, and it does work, and you can go ahead and use that
Does the
on
drivers
pretty much
doesn't it?
most PC games out there, as long as obviously it's got controller support. It generally will be supported.
Unless it was the game that we were going to play.
Yeah, that's different though. That was an alpha.
But yeah, it's just a micro USB to USB port, and then straight off. Because I remember mine got nicked by my brother. And the thing was, he nicked one, and I said, yeah, go on then. And it's my day one edition, so it's like worn down. My day one edition is like got that glitch where like one of the controllers is slightly down. So if you click that, it will think it's pressing down all the time. I don't know why it does this at the same time. But,
turns into a noddy dog.
For Christmas, I had to fucking buy him an Xbox One controller just to get mine fucking back.
Nice.
But I'm. It's really weird now because I don't have my PS4. I thought the Xbox One controller was my favourite, but I'm not sure anymore.
Oh, really?
I went back to my friend's house on a weekend and I played with the PS4 and I was like, oh, I do like this. And they're both solid controllers.
They are.
They?
No, they work. They work both fine.
How
honestly.
funny is how far controllers have come? Look, NES
ridiculous
controller, like, ruined your hand.
Fucking the Atari fucking stick back in the day. Jesus, man.
Don't fuck with the Atari stick.
Yeah, no, but I mean, come on, that is old
Gangster.
school as well.
That
I mean,
is
don't get me wrong, but you know that.
You're handling one and
like,
playing with the other.
I'm just
cup the balls.
Cupping the balls. Cupping the balls.
But I say that about blisters and stuff, but I played a solid like 5 hours of Mortal Kombat on a controller, and I had, the calluses on the inside of my thumb and there, and I was just like, fuck, man. Yeah. There's no beating that.
Yeah. Oh, and the wireless controller does work with it. It's fine. You just plug it in via the micro USB, as we said earlier, and it all works fine. So there you go. Just throwing that out there again to All Hope Is Gone 420 is the guy that we're helping out there. I do like the name 420 Blaze It. Illuminati confirmed.
It's confirmed, man.
And you can also hook a PS3 controller to your PC as well.
These days you can hook pretty much any controller to your PC.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is how it fucking should be, realistically. Like, we're living in fucking... There's some of the stuff we can do, and then you look at, like, 5 years ago what we couldn't do, but at the same time it's like, well, hold on, I'm wirelessly connecting to the... Okay, I have a picture of a cat dancing on my screen, but I can't fucking press this controller into this fucking device.
Yeah.
What is going on in the world?
Priorities.
So Dave, anyway, sorry, what else were you playing this week?
What else have I played? I also played some Hearthstone, did a few more quests, get some more coins, trying to finish off the new dungeon, get some new cards, rinse and repeat, just that sort of endless cycle of new cards beating people that just gets massively addictive.
We need to do like a sit down me versus you at some point. Like,
You'll absolutely kick my ass.
I don't know if I will.
Really?
I might. I have got some solid decks. But
you do have some really solid decks.
I mean, if we get a bit of time later, we might see if we can creep in a Hearthstone game or something. All right.
Shit.
All right.
Oh,
all right. Let's tease that out there. If people want it, we might do it. Bigly under the ball.
How far have you gotten? Just so lost my voice at that point. How far have you got in BRD? Like,
I've just beaten Rend.
Did you see how cool I was there by referring it to it as BRD? Lost all points for that, but I'll bring it back.
Which is the fourth one?
Oh, so you're ahead of me. I've only done 3 of them.
Okay, which one was the last one you did?
Well,
Ragnaros.
Yeah,
Or is Ren the third one? I can't.
I don't know.
remember.
I've done the first two. Fuck knows.
If anyone knows, we don't know.
Emperor Thorazan's the first one, and then
If there's any Hearthstone extras
fuck
in the
knows.
chat, let
Yeah,
us
this
know.
is boring.
Yeah,
Anyway, how you find it? How annoying is it that you don't get anything for heroic?
You do. You get
Fucking nothing.
It doesn't. You get something, but it doesn't really count. You get a shiny card back if you beat all the heroic modes.
So the difference between me and Dave was Dave earlier. I'm fucking trying to do stuff to have fun. Dave goes, "Have there been any new card backs?" You fucking fanny.
It's all about the card backs.
Fuck the card backs. There's some cool ones that I can never get because I didn't play the game beforehand. But
Yeah.
fuck it.
You don't. I'm still using like the basic card back anyway, so yeah.
Old
It's
school.
all about that EP. But no, it is really annoying the fact that some of those heroic matches are insanely, stupidly hard, and once you beat them, you get nothing.
Oh.
It is worth it. Like you have the sense of achievement. It is very difficult to beat some of them, and you're like, yes. But you just wish there was something.
Hmm?
Maybe even just some coin. I think
Yeah.
that would be a good thing, like some gold coin for it, because beat a heroic boss 150, something like that. I mean, obviously people could buy packs and stuff, but the people that are way ahead of everyone else have got all the fucking cards anyway. So
Exactly.
it doesn't really matter.
Considering you're sinking 700 gold into it,
Yeah, or buying it. What is it? $4.99
something like that.
per
yeah.
per round, and there's 4 or 5
I mean,
of them.
you are getting cards for beating normal, which is good because that means that anyone can go in even with the weakest decks and still have the.
But that's what I don't like as well, because the people can get those really strong cards, and I'd rather have that really hard challenge to get that
But
upper
then
level card.
you also got to look at the people who have never played before and are
Fuck
brand
them.
new.
Fucking spend some money, you cunts. I had to. I didn't spend
Smooth,
that much,
smooth.
but
I have yet to spend money on that game.
that's why my deck's better than yours.
Probably, yeah.
I haven't spent that much. I think actually, like, I bought what was the last wing? Naxxramas, which was 15 quid to buy all of them at a later date, and I think I've spent 10 quid on cards, and then I've bought some arenas now and again, sort of thing. So I probably spent 40 quid on it.
Wow. Speaking of money, thank you to that's really small writing. Leon's closer to the screen.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We've actually we've hit 1615, so £1,615, which is awesome.
80%.
The latest, I think it was Casey Champion that threw out there, and apparently Dan is playing Minecraft. So
Good for Dan.
yeah,
Dan,
on that
mate,
kind of level.
never played it. Keep me informed. I'm gonna have to do it soon. It's gonna have to.
You're gonna have to play Minecraft finally. I mean, like
My sister fucking plays that game, and I haven't played it. What the fuck is going on in life?
I've never played Minecraft. I watched someone play it, and I just
How weird are we?
I know.
I played the beta.
really boring.
I was in the beta for that kind of thing, man. I was just fucking on that shit.
Yeah, well, have you played UFC?
No.
Yeah, well, there. More
Oh.
people have played UFC. Shut up.
Nah.
Shut up. Sports coat, Mike.
That man is mighty rich, though.
Well, what else?
What else have I been playing? I have been playing a game called Axiom Verge.
Okay, I must
You
admit,
mentioned
I'm not.
this.
I'm not too sure about this. I don't know about this game. So
One of them strong
yeah,
names.
come on,
It is.
paint a picture for me.
Okay. Metroid, Castlevania.
Boom.
Okay, all right, in already. Like
Know what you're talking about straight away.
Yeah.
that style of gameplay. So it's a platform run and shooty, point and shooty.
Nice.
You play a scientist who, like all good scientists, experiment goes horribly wrong, and you find yourself on an alien planet. There's a mysterious voice talking to you, then sends you off to find a massive gun, so which you can then shoot everybody. So classic story. The gameplay is mental. So it is your typical run around, pick up extra upgrades for your weapon, extra weapon powers, but then you can pick up things that allow you to jump higher, run faster, but also allow you to run through walls and glitch enemies and glitch platforms.
Supposed to be glitched, or just
Yes. The idea is that you glitch the game. There is
glitch games?
areas that are corrupted that you can't get through until you basically alter reality using your weapon.
Right.
And you can glitch enemies and when you glitch them, they'll do weird and wonderful, cool things. Like one will turn into a buzzsaw, which will break through walls. One will turn into a
Whoa, hold on. A buzzsaw that goes through walls.
yes.
Okay, if you're going to be unrealistic, at least make something that would go through a wall. A buzzsaw won't fucking go through wood half the time.
It looks like a buzzsaw and it goes through walls. It probably isn't.
I fucking concur.
Fair enough. You can get enemies that will not damage you, but then will damage other enemies. There's platforms which look corrupted, and then if you hit them, then they will become solid platforms that you can jump on. And if you then switch them back, they become uncorrupted again. But yeah, you can literally. Oh, and you get a drill as well, so you can go mining. So you can mine through walls, which allow you to get to other areas. Minecraft.
How big is the game? Is it?
It's massive. I've been playing it now 3-4 hours, and I've only beaten 3 bosses, and I've still got about another 4 or 5 bosses to go, and I've only just scratched the surface.
How much was it?
15 quid. Get it. It is so good, and the music's amazing as well. It's do you remember Cave Story?
Yes, yeah, no, I do remember Cave Story.
Okay, it's kind of like that as well, and the style of graphics is effectively Cave Story. Right. And it's not as nail-bitingly hard as Cave Story.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
Give it 3 hours, you can get butt fucked.
I have died a few times, but it's only through stupidity rather than general, just insane monster difficulty or platform jumping or Super Meat Boy-esque style.
That game's ruined me. I played it for about an hour. I was like, oh, fuck this shit.
Yeah. But there are achievements.
Oh.
And one of the achievements...
Oh, there we go.
Did you see the face? Did you see the Colgate smile at that point and the ding on Dave's face?
I think they are actually gleaming out over there. I think it's whiter than the high vis.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's shining nicely. One of the achievements is complete the game by only dying at once.
Yeah, good luck. The sounds of things you're not.
Because when you die the first time, it's actually part of the story. Because you're all kind of like, I've died. Why have I died? And then the mysterious voice goes, yeah, we can recreate you.
That old chestnut. Fucking chestnut tree.
So for terms of storyline, you can die at least once. But that's it. After that, no more dying.
Oh, okay.
And for the completionists out there is also a speedrun mode and another achievement where you have to beat the entire game in under 4 hours. And for non-completionists out there's another achievement where you have to beat the game without collecting less than 40% of the items, which is tricky.
On achievements, I'd just like to throw something out there.
Yeah, go on.
Peggle 2.
Yep.
I'm down to 1 achievement.
Wow, which one?
What?
I have 7 things to complete now.
That's fucking nuts, man.
7 challenges, and then that game is fucking finito.
Good work.
It's so... I love that game.
Yeah? I've never really got into the Peggle.
No?
Get really drunk and have some KFC with you, and then be like, I can't be asked to play. Oh, Peggle. That's the exact thing that happens in my brain every time. I'm like, yeah, Peggle. And then like, I'll play for about an hour solid of I didn't complete that one, and then like something will happen, and I'll like, it's like 80s montage, like lift in the air and like stop, like yeah. I love that game.
No,
I think that's one of the things that shows how. Like when it comes to games, how easily I can fall into the trap and whatever. Like it's the most simple concept in the world, and I'm just like, I must beat this shit. It's why I uninstalled Candy Crush and stuff like that. Like because I was just like, I must beat you, and
nice.
I'm close. It will happen.
Speaking of mobile games, I have played a couple this week. One is The Room 2.
Oh yes, I played like a little bit of that at an expo a while ago, and I forgot that it was coming out. I need to get it.
Yeah, The Room 3 is coming out, and they're still umming and ahhing on the release date. Right now, we've got summer.
Oh, maybe I was thinking of that one. Sorry, my bad. I don't think I played Room 2 then.
Room 2 is the one before that. Room 3 was at the recent expo that we went to. Funny that. I know, chronologically and names and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I honestly thought 2 was the new one. New one.
So
my bad.
Came before 3.
My bad.
After 4.
My bad.
It's very confusing. They're all fairly similar.
Yeah. I mean, I understood the numbers. I mean, like I have kind of like got a grasp of maths in general.
Where does 4 come? I don't know.
Fuck, man. You're telling me that The Room 2 came out before The Room 4? fuck off.
Yeah, I know.
Bullshit.
Yeah. But yeah, Room 3 should be summer. Should be. They've been teasing it for about a year now.
Yeah, quite a
at
while.
least.
Quite a while.
It's all a lie.
Which is interesting considering how Room 2 ends. Not that I want to put any spoilers out, but it'd be interesting to see where they go with Room 3.
Haven't played any of them, so...
Yeah, you would need to get on that stuff. It's like 69p for each one, or something
is
crazy.
It on mobile, yeah?
Yeah, it's on mobile.
Yeah. No, it's a really fun little thing to play. Actually.
It's like an escape the room kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think I have played The Room, the original one. I didn't realise it was mobile.
I have found though that because I played the room and beaten that, and there were some sections in the room which were just, oh god, stupidly hard, and I need to just keep hitting the hint button until you tell me the answer. God damn you, you stupid game. Because I kind of got their thought process, I found a lot of the Room 2 easy, and I was blitzing through, but there are still a couple of points where you kind of like,
What the fuck?
Now what? Although there was one particular bit which is in the last room that I was there looking for ages, and I'm like, I have no fucking clue what I need to do. So I hit the hint, and it went, oh, you need to check this. And I was like, I did that. I totally checked that, and now I feel really stupid because I'm just doing something that I've already done. And I just needed to do something slightly obvious, and then I fixed it, and now I feel really silly. But yeah, absolutely amazing game. And although it took me, a couple of hours all in to beat it, I would still highly recommend it. And it's only 69p, if that. So yeah, that one took up a little bit of my commute in and out of work.
No, fair enough.
The other game is King of Thieves.
Is that the one you were playing earlier?
It is the one I played earlier. It's done by the same guys who did Cut the Rope. I don't know if you know of that one.
No, never heard of fucking Cut the Rope when I work in mobile industry. Built into every fucking Microsoft phone now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, funnily enough, our company, the software that we create, made that. There you go. But used information for you there.
Listen, Cut the Rope is a good game, and so's someone was slagging it off the other day. Tap the Frog.
Yeah.
I said, oh yeah, Tap the Frog. Why the fuck have I got this built into my game, into my phone?
Because it will take over your life.
It's a fucking good game.
Yeah.
You fucking play that shit, you cunt.
So
I said to a 7-year-old.
And they went away crying. Yeah, so the same people that made Cut the Rope then decided that they'd jump into the PvP foray of mobiling and came up with King of Thieves. The reason I came across it is because our company, we do an App of the Week club. So we all choose an app, and then we play it for a week, and then we get together and say how good or bad it was. And everyone that played King of Thieves kind of went, it's all right, but it doesn't really have much longevity to it. And we all sort of sat there and went, there's loads of bits that really frustrate me about it. So everyone sort of unanimously went, yeah, let's move on and forget about it and uninstall it. And I couldn't quite bring myself to uninstall it. And I was kind of like, I'll just play a little bit, one more, just tweak it a bit. For those who haven't played it, the concept works is that you are, or were, the King of Thieves. And then some bad
Alibaba.
dude... Yes. And his monkey. Then some bad dude comes along and throws you into a cell and takes over your entire kingdom and goes, I'm an evil bastard. Then you escape from there, and effectively you are collecting gems to put them into a totem to create more gems, which increases your overall points. And points mean prizes, and you work up various leagues, and once you get to the top of the top league, you are then once again crowned King of Thieves.
League of Shadows.
Yes. And you against the rest of the world are obviously competing, so you can go and steal people's gems from their totems, thus increasing your score. To prevent this from happening, in your dungeon you can build traps, 3 traps, and they are a variety of buzz saws that don't go through walls, cannons, ones that are static, others that follow you, and floaty ball things. One is...
Sounds very Clash of Clans
Floaty
to me
balls.
right now.
Yeah, it's effectively they looked at Clash of Clans and went, we like this style, what can we do to keep it with our...
How can we
So
steal it?
How can we...
Yeah, literally, how can we steal it?
There's not many of them, like Dungeon Keeper or Star Wars Commander Battle Force or whatever.
But it's done in the same style as Cut the Rope, so it's a flat 2D platformy tap to jump thing.
Okay.
No, I had a look. It looks intriguing, but I just...
The thing that has hooked me the most isn't about the stealing, because there is a point where you don't have to steal from people anymore, which kind of goes against the whole point of the game, and something that we actually brought up in the discussion.
Well, it's called 40 fucking V's.
yeah, you get to a point where you can create your own gems and you can get enough money that you don't need to steal from anyone anymore, which is pointless. But there we go. But the thing that hooked me was the dungeon creating and placing the traps and trying to get the perfect dungeon.
I hate that fucking bit.
Where you can fuck people over. That is the one bit. So this week I've sat there testing a dungeon out, and suddenly 3 hours have gone. But I'm like,
how visible is your dungeon?
It gets quite a lot of people going to it, and I am consistently killing people off and getting more money back than losing it. So, like any game, there is always going to be that one bit where they will get past everything and then they will steal your perfect gem. So it is really frustrating when it happens, but you have to sort of learn suck it, and deal with it. But it's free, so if you want something on your mobile that is not Clash of Clans, but like Clash of Clans and just fun, then I'd recommend it.
Oh.
So there you go, they're my games. Leon, what about you?
It's like a pun on life, like someone will come along.
Oh,
they will steal your.
We just hit 1,631 now. We're moving up. We're doing well.
Book up.
Let's keep on going. We want to get to 2,000 by the end of this. Even over it if we can.
I reckon we've got 15 minutes until 7 o'clock. I reckon we could probably get 1640 by then.
Yeah, alright, come on, help us out, guys. So yeah, don't forget to donate. If you donate, it will bring up all of the information in the chat there for you. So yeah, I mean, games that I've been playing. Now, I've been sort of exploring some more of the PlayStation Plus arsenal at the moment. And I have jumped on to, Ho-Ho Come.
I'm sorry.
Ho-Ho Come.
Ho-Ho Come. Ho-Ho Come.
Ho-Ho Come. Everywhere.
Ho-Ho Come.
Is that what prostitutes?
I want to play that. It looks good.
It is. Right, when I first got onto it, right, it just kind of literally, it just sort of drops you in, and you're this sort of multicoloured, like, centipede kind of creature.
Okay.
It's just basically an exploration game. Apparently there is objectives, and I've kind of found some, but I don't really know what I'm doing on the game. It's really strange.
That sounds amazing.
It's the weirdest game that I've ever played, because you're going around this sort of very sort of colourful kind of universe. Things are kind of greyed out a little bit, and as you kind of go past things, things become more vibrant and more colourful. And then you kind of you can kind of go through to kind of different areas. There's like these sort of portals that you can kind of open up while you're kind of exploring. And like I said, you go into these different portals. You can kind of encounter different objectives and stuff like that. But there's not anything that comes up on screen, like in writing or anything like to say, oh yeah, you've got to go and do this. It's literally, it just leaves it all completely to the player. They've deliberately made it loose objectives. They want it to be an exploration game at the end of the day.
Nice.
And like on that kind of level, I at first I wasn't kind of understanding it, and I was sort of a bit like, I don't really get this. I don't really get what I'm doing. I'm not really getting anywhere. And I sort of I started playing a bit more. And I've got to this place where I can kind of pick up people, and they're sort of riding on the centipede kind of thing as I'm sort of going around.
That sounds like a euphemism.
Yeah.
I'm riding the centipede.
It does. It does indeed. But you're sort of dropping them off on rides or something which sounds even worse. To rides, there's I don't know.
Corsets and bondage. And
there's a roller coaster there. There's a sort of a hall of mirrors kind of thing, crazy mirrors kind of thing.
Wow.
There's also it looks like a kind of a ghost train kind of thing. I can't remember what it is. You kind of call these things now, but fuck.
Ghost trains. They're still called ghost trains.
Is that what they're called? Fuck
yeah.
I couldn't remember. I was just my brain was just what is it? And I just gave it the most literal. And it's right.
I gave it the right words.
It just. It's
I looked at a fucking dinosaur and it was like, oh shit, it's a dinosaur.
Just had a brain fart there. But I mean, yeah. All in all, though, I definitely say it's worth a play because it's free at the moment. Give it a shot.
Free doesn't
explore
necessarily mean it's worth it.
No, okay, no fair
But
point.
that sounds like it is worth
And
it.
where
It's
do you
really cool.
where do you get it from?
It's on the PlayStation Plus for this month. So
I don't do it anymore.
yeah. The cool thing is,
And
is
if you
that,
don't have a PlayStation,
you can play it on the PS Vita as well. So I think it is very much a Sony kind of thing
That is a PlayStation.
because it is. It was published by Sony. So that's
yeah,
how it
I
is.
doubt you find that on any Nintendo or Microsoft-based product.
Now on the other game that I played, that was sort of within PlayStation Plus kind of thing, was Unfinished Swan. I've been meaning to play this one for a while because I did kind of like see some footage of sort of a long time ago at probably one of the Expo events once again, probably like E3 or something like that.
Many
it
moons
popped up.
ago.
And I mean, do you guys know anything about the game at all?
I'm guessing it's about a swan that's not finished.
Basically, you play this. The protagonist is a child, and
Okay.
their mother has just recently died,
Lost me already.
and they
So the kid just lost her
basically
mum as well.
they made like a yeah, good point. Basically, she did a lot of paintings, but she never finished any of them,
Ah,
and
Lazy bitch.
and, like the sort of like I think he could only take one picture away with him from wherever he was going, and he took the Unfinished Swan because it was apparently her mother's favourite one that she
Okay.
had done, and
so it's a happy game then.
yeah, it's kind of a quick narrative that it kind of goes through. It's all written out, kind of thing like that. So then what happens is that you're in your room in some sense, and I think in some sense this door suddenly appears
As
and
they
opens
do.
up, and you go into this different world.
As you do.
I know.
Fucking doors, man.
And
Portals.
the
to
weird
another world.
thing is about this world is that it is completely white. Everything's white. You can't actually tell that anything's there or anything like that.
Fucking racist.
And you chuck these like black paintballs kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just making it worse.
Yeah. Well, it's just the way you're putting it. Anyway, he chucks these black paintballs, which kind of exposes the environment. So in other words, you're kind of painting in some sense to be able to kind of like tell where everything is.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a weird concept because of the fact that you're like, oh god, I don't know where I'm going. Okay, right, I'm just going to chuck some paint so that I can see. Oh look, there's a fence there. I can't go any further up that way. Oh, I'm chucking that. Oh, that's going into. I can see a pool of water, sort of like I can see like a ripple, sort of in the white. So I know that there's water there. So
That's
it's
impressive.
yeah, it's a really odd concept. I mean, I've only kind of played through like the first sort of level so far, and I was kind of blown away by it. I totally want to play some more of it, and I'm really looking forward to getting into some more of it. And I just highly recommend it because I haven't really seen anything like that before. It's very unique style of gameplay. And I totally recommend it. Yeah,
Definitely.
Highly.
So at least then you can say you finished Unfinished Swan.
So if we're 420 blazing it, this is a white world where you throw black stuff at it and you see the real way things are.
That's right.
Eliminate confirmed.
Deep.
It sounds like a really cool concept. I've
It is.
heard some stuff like that before where
There was a
You-
Kami.
paint and
Okay.
yeah, and stuff like that. But it does sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah, Akami was like that. It was like Zelda meets painting.
Yeah, I like that game a lot actually.
Mm.
It was really
Although my
good.
version every time I got to wherever it was on my PC, it just brain fart.
Oh dear. I had it for the Wii. Wii was clever because you could actually draw with the Wii remote.
Oh, that'd be
That's
cool.
a good idea.
But yeah, I mean, I did kind of play GTA 5, usual kind of jazz as well. You know, just heists, fucking about, that kind of jazz.
Definitely.
I still no Final Fantasy for a while now, though. My
No?
guys have kind of dropped off Final Fantasy now.
What are they into?
It's just GTA at the mo. But I mean, like we do kind of jump on every now and then. We might kind of jump on and do a dungeon.
Jump around.
But
Jump
that's about
around.
it, really. We're just kind of. I'm still waiting for some of the other guys to get to level 50. Just so that we
Still?
can, yeah.
Fucking lazy.
So we can just get to the other side. Yeah, they've trying to stop dead, and like the thing is that they're so close as well. Like, there's one at 49, and then one at 48, and it's just like, for
why
fuck's
stop
sake.
now?
Yeah, exactly. Just sort it out, you know.
I almost had a MMO free week, and then I got back into Lord of the Rings because they've just done a new update, so there's more stuff to do, and they've tweaked the legendary things, and so I'm like, it's about time that I actually upgrade all my stuff, because it's probably been about a year since I've actually got any new armor, new weapons, or anything else. So I've been doing that, but oh my god, it's so grindy. I didn't realise just how much effort is actually needed to put in to do that. But it would be totally worth it once I carve some orcs at the end of it.
Fair enough, man. I mean, on the MMO front, there is I saw something just the end of last week, where apparently Neverwinter is the most popular free-to-play game on Xbox One at the moment now.
Isn't it the only free-to-play MMO?
No, free-to-play MMO.
Well, I mean, say free-to-play game.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No?
Can't get it. I played it for about 3 hours or so, and it just doesn't have the narrative's too. The beginning's too slow, and then
it's meant to be very like Dungeons & Dragons though, so that's why I kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's.
If you like,
but the thing is, it's not Dungeons and Dragons is the narrative of all MMOs these days. If you think about it, like
the thing with Neverwinter is that it's the original Dungeons and Dragons, so it goes back to Eye of the Beholder and all of those, and it takes all the lore from that and just basically makes a big world.
It does, but what I'm saying is that the problem I found was the beginning was, okay, I'm cast off at a beach and there's a person, get my stuff, start doing stuff, and this is boring as fuck.
The tutorial sucks ass big time, especially after you watch the intro, because the intro
makes you want to fuck shit up.
The intro's amazing, and then it's just bullshit nonsense. It's not until you actually start getting to like level 30 or 40 that the game...
That's a big problem for me. If you're playing a free-to-play game, you need to be sucked in right at the beginning, and then...
That is a big problem with Neverwinter, because they were kind of just trying to make it as casual as possible, but they kind of went... Clearly, people who play these games have no idea what they're doing. So for the first 10, 15 levels, you're literally led by the nose through everything, which is shit. But if you bear with it, it does get good. But they do need to sort out their opening. I completely agree.
It's that typical, like, do a one-hit damage thing to something. Collect this bandage. Come back, do this, blah, 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 blah. I was like, 2 hours of this. Oh, fuck off. I've done this too many times before.
The one thing I do like about it, although it is very heavy free-to-play orientated and you have to pay, they try and make you pay money as much as possible. I like the fact that there's a separate website which you can go into, like the portal, so you can see your character and you can do all your crafting, so you can actually play it offline on a mobile as well, which is pretty cool. They've just brought out Sword Coast Adventures, I think it is, which is also on this portal. So when you're playing it, you can play little mini games which allow you to boost all your companions in game. So there is a sort of a side to it. So while you're not playing online and you're traveling around, you can still do stuff, which I think is really nice. And I think other MMOs should have that. I mean, Blizzard did do it to a certain extent with the Armory that you can, and you can sort of do auctions offline, but I think there needs to be more of it, so you can never be truly away from that game. They're always somehow they'll bring you back.
So we're back in.
Totally.
Nice. Well, now I hear that Mike has actually finally seen Avengers: Age of Ultron.
I haven't, but go ahead and spoil it for me.
You're never going to fucking go see it anyway.
No, I'll just wait for it to come on Netflix.
So, I mean, like, I kind of like said the other week that I was just like, yeah, I've seen this movie, I really want to talk about it. Mike's seen it now. And I think a lot of people already have, so I'm going to throw out the spoiler alerts now in some sense.
7 minutes.
Yeah, we won't be long. I just want to have a quick chat about it in general. All right?
If you don't want to hear about Age of Ultron for the next 7 minutes,
just mute the chat for a sec.
Can I go out for a smoke in 7 minutes?
We might be getting naked.
Oh, you can go for a smoke. Yeah, I suppose you can if you want. If you want to get away from it for a second.
I do kind of still want to see it, but
no, you should.
Go ahead.
You're going to see it eventually.
Go on, my man.
Right. I shall be back.
Well, shit.
That's the wrong film, mate. That's Terminator.
So well, it's
that
just
was a musical interlude.
just back to me and the stag now, and
the
now
strong team. The strong team.
I don't know.
I'm going to take these glasses off.
Oh, okay.
Oh
the
my
glass
god, I'm
floor.
in a whole new world. I'm not actually. It's so much nicer. I don't care if I look like the biggest douchebag in the world. Like
You
the
do look
lights.
like the biggest douchebag in the world.
Fucking care, son. Especially when I do this with my fucking shoulders, son.
So yeah, Age of
solid,
Ultron.
solid.
I was absolutely blown away by the movie myself.
I can't go that far.
I just didn't think I was sort of like to myself when I obviously saw the first Avengers. I was just like, how are they going to top this stuff? Because the Avengers are all together now. How they've got that story of them getting together, so they're all together now. So what are they going to do? I mean, like, it just
split them up. That'd be a fucking good way to do it.
Exactly, and that's the way they did it, and like in a good way too. I liked some of the more like homely moments in that.
I really liked the bit where right at the beginning where Black Widow calms the Hulk down for the first time.
Yeah.
And you see the CGI in reverse, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, no, they did a really good job with that for sure.
Although moments before that, they have a moment that should not be in that film, where like that big fight scene at the beginning, and then they have that section where they're all flying or punching or kicking through, and I'm like, that should have been cut out quite.
I loved it. I loved it.
It's so heavily CGI'd, it looked stupid.
I loved it. No, it's good. It was just a little. It was a little, just sort of like, hey, look, they're all together.
Strong character choices.
Definitely.
The two that they put in, and the guy at the end as well.
Vision.
Yeah, Vision.
Yeah.
Because the thing is with Vision, he's not supposed to have that gem in his head, but it makes sense for the world that they're creating. It sets up for the Infinity War.
Yeah.
That's going to be the big two film.
Exactly.
War, and like can't fucking wait.
Yeah, I mean, like I think it's sort of like just my highlights kind of the film in some sense. I'd say the Hulk Iron Man fight. Jesus Christ!
What's he called? Hulkbuster?
Yeah,
yeah, but it's got its own like
I can't
the girl's
remember.
name or something.
I can't remember.
Because they talk about it at the beginning, and he's like, "I helped you fucking design that." Like, yeah, that is pretty.
That is
spectacular.
Ridiculous, that scene in general. On the more of the kind of like the other kind of scenes, maybe not on the action kind of level. I'd say the scene where they're all drinking in some sense around with Thor's hammer kind of thing. That is brilliant, and it's like,
and it's perfectly placed because it sets up the later part for it.
Exactly,
and when
pays off later. Yeah,
because like the person I watched it with, like when he picked up the hammer, I went, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
And he goes, "What?" And then he looks and he goes, "Oh shit!" It's like, yeah, that's his way of proving he's worthy or whatever. But no, there was some really good bits. I really liked the fact that Captain America got the wiggle out of the hammer as well. When you see Thor's face, like, what the fuck are you doing? But then, no, it was a solid film. I was pleasantly surprised by. I didn't like the fact they killed him, but the guy that plays Quicksilver, that was kick-ass. Like, I thought his accent was horrible, but in the same way, that accent sounded normal. Like, just his voice in general.
I know what you mean.
Horrible.
I know what you mean.
But I didn't realise, with the girl that plays Scarlet Witch, that's the Olsen twins' sister that has never done nothing. They're like the superstars of everything.
Oh shit! Really? I had no idea.
And then like she's done some acting and whatever.
Oh no way!
But it's like I really liked her. I thought she was a good character.
So I mean, like, kind of like going up to sort of more of like the climax of the kind of the movie in general, was the fact that they lift off the fucking whole city in some sense, which is fucking ridiculous.
How good is who's the guy that plays Ultron's voice?
He does I can't remember his name. Yeah, I know you're on about.
Like I really liked him because he was like the psychotic robot sort of thing.
Yeah.
And there's bits where like I can't remember, like he's fighting the guy that does King Kong and Gollum and everything like that. He's playing South African, but he's in that, and like he chops his arm off by mistake, and then he just kills him because he's like, "Well, why do you make me do that?" And it's like, "Yes, this is amazing." No, it was very solid. There was
Definitely, and because obviously the next movie that we're waiting for, in some sense, in that kind of set, it would be then the kind of the Captain America kind of movie, which is obviously the Civil War, Captain America Civil War, which is the clash between Captain America.
Do you understand what that's all about?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Like for the people that don't, that's pretty much it's the same as it links in, but we'll never get the way it should be linked in because of Marvel rights and independent rights and everyone. You can't have whatever, but it's all about the Mutant and Superhero Registration Act, and you have to pretty much make yourself out there. And it's like, well, for Tony Stark and Iron Man, well, it doesn't fucking matter because everyone knows who the fuck he is. But then for other people, it does matter, and it'll be interesting to say the least. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really annoyed though because someone sent me a link of the after credit, but it was the fan-made one that someone made, and it would have been better. Because they got the right to put Spider-Man in Avengers now from the next one, and it was some guy on a skyscraper doing the windows, and he squeegees the far corner. And like Spider-Man's in the corner, he's like, "You missed a spot." Like, that would have been better. Like, I love the way they've set up. Obviously, it's the Infinity Gauntlet and Thanos and everything like that. And they did very well with this one, where they have used, like, we know nothing about what the Infinity Gems really do, unless you're a comic book person or whatever. But they've used it as, I can't remember what the word is, but it's a thing that drives story to realistically, like, you know, it's going to be entertaining. And the only downside I had from this film was the fact that they actually said it was going to be, well, no, it's not even they said, but originally it was meant to be a bit less over the top. And if you think about it in this way, and someone said it and I was like, that makes so much sense. A fucking alien invasion happened. Yeah. But this was some guy trying to lift up the world and bring it down, and it felt more spectacular, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And like in some ways I didn't like that because I thought it took away from how, you know, the first film when the Hulk fucking punches that thing. Yeah. You're just like, yeah, fuck you. He's still my favourite character. I don't give a fuck what everyone says.
Yeah, I mean, obviously him like disappearing off in the spaceship at the end there.
There's no spoilers. But yeah, anyway.
I had to do it for him anyway. Just I had to say it.
But no, it's strong film.
Definitely.
And they've done it really well, actually. You know what? I really like the way that Marvel have put, you know, there's the bit from Guardians of the Galaxy, there's the bit from there's the bit from like all the ones linking into it and stuff. The only thing they really haven't done it with is X-Men, but they haven't really done X-Men in a while. And they've got some fucking strong things that are coming up. Deadpool's going to come eventually.
Oh, yeah, like, no, I'm so hyped for Deadpool.
Will be amazing.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
For sure.
Like, just even that clip that they did, the intro clip that got leaked.
Yeah.
And, like, the test thing is just like, that's how you do Deadpool. Just do that for the whole film and you're done. Like, lots of comedy and lots of blood and gore. That's it.
Yeah, indeed.
The guy that's playing Deadpool, he looked at the script and basically chucked out the script and was like, "This is not how Deadpool is."
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. Because he got really fucked off when he'd signed into it, but when they did the X-Men thing and they made him Deadpool in that, but he was they masked over Deadpool's mouth. Deadpool's most, apart from being a superhuman that can't die, the biggest character trait is the fact that he mouths off on like everything he does is a joke. You can't fucking cover his mouth.
And so the fact that he breaks the fourth wall all the time.
Exactly. And like that's the he literally said like, "I won't do it," and then they chucked it out, and I think that's important. Like,
sure.
And it shows a bit of character decency from him as well, because he was Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And he has to work so hard to try and get rid of that.
Do you know what? Green Lantern wasn't that bad a film in some ways, but it just wasn't. It's like the Hulk, like some of the Hulk films. They weren't that bad, but they weren't that good. Thor as well does it. Like, it's not a good film, but you can fucking watch it. It's definitely enjoyable. it's just not a fucking Iron Man or a Avengers
I know
or
what you mean.
Batman, and I can't wait.
Speaking of
Batman versus
superheroes, have you guys seen the lineup for the Suicide Squad?
I have, no, I have indeed, and it looks very, very good. And I've seen pictures, everything like that, and I'm happy.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not.
Yeah,
Are you not?
are you not?
I don't like what they've done with Deadshot.
Uh,
Well, he doesn't have his characteristic eye.
yeah,
which
no,
is-
fair point.
But the other thing is, the other thing I saw was that, like, because who is it? Margot Robbie
Yeah.
plays Harley Quinn,
That's right. Yeah.
and she's hot as fuck. So anyone that has anything to like, but they were saying like they made her too sexy, and I was like, she doesn't look that sexy.
No.
No.
But I think they could have gone way
The
heavier with someone that attractive.
Oh, yeah.
And like, she's that crazy. Like the thing she reminds me of, and this is why I always thought Harley Quinn was a really good character.
Yeah.
Was she's that fucking crazy ex. Like, she's that fucking really smoking hot one that you shouldn't be fucking about with. Because she fucks everything up, but you're like, yeah, she is still really fit.
kind of justifies it.
Love it.
It
love
looks good, though. I think I like what they did with Killer Croc and stuff, and
Mhm.
I think it'll be solid.
Yeah, the outfits do look really good. I'm kind of liking the is it Jared Leto? Jay Leto?
As Jared Leto as
Oh yeah,
Joker.
He's a really good actor. He had a rough deal in RoboCop. Very rough deal. In that.
I don't think anyone is allowed to say, when it comes to DC film, why would you cast that person after the last Joker?
Mm?
Just look at the fucking stuff for that. Look
Yeah.
at Tom Hardy as Bane, like, and all that shit about what's his face? Who's Batman now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Ben Affleck.
Ben
Ben
Affleck.
Affleck.
All that shit about it's Ben Affleck. I bet you he fucking plays that sick. He's playing an older Batman, and if they're playing to the Gotham, the Batman versus Superman, the classic story
Mhm.
of what that cartoon does and stuff as well, I think that's going to be solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Because I will say one thing, right? Avengers, sick films. I love the Avengers.
Yeah.
I think Marvel, when it comes to the films, are way ahead, but not against Batman.
Hello.
Taylor.
Yeah, that's my alternative name.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Taylor.
Toledo.
That's Toledo.
Yes.
Toledo.
There we go.
Yeah, but not against Batman. That's the one DC film that's like, well, yeah, Batman 1 was really good. Batman 2 is one of the best probably the best superhero film ever made. And then Batman 3 was solid as fuck as well. And I don't think any Avengers, even though I love the film, I don't think it beat Batman on that scale, and that's what I'm hoping for.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Anyway, I mean, let's, I think, move into a sort of a discussion point of the evening. Let's go, our annual releases of AAA games bad for gaming. I saw a lovely article on PC Gamer, and it kind of got me thinking, and I'd like to kind of get your thoughts on it, guys. I mean,
Okay.
do you think it is bad for gaming?
I think it's gaming has evolved a lot recently, and we are seeing the rise of indie games in a massive way, and the rise of mobile and everything. But we are now starting to see AAA titles appearing on mobile, so it's almost like a full circle. So I think AAA titles still have a place. There's still a place for them, and companies are still making them, but it's still got that sort of they cost a lot of money to make stigma. So it's difficult for companies to still get justified to say we have spent this much money on it when there are still top quality titles coming out for a fraction of the cost. And obviously,
but it's more on the annual kind of level. So in other words, like your games like Call of Duty, FIFA, and stuff like that.
Well, that's the big one. The sports game really is that you buy the new one just because you're going to play online, and everyone else will have the new one, and you won't be able to play anyone if you don't play the new one. The big problem for me, if I look at it from that end, is buy annually would probably be better. Really, like, I'm going to buy the update pack. I'm going to buy all the other shit for it.
Yeah.
Just fucking do that every year.
Yeah.
But then shock the world with, like, the new graphic system.
Exactly,
new fucking
because
that.
then it gives you time to kind of like proper build up on it.
Well, that's why
and
we
stuff
were
like
looking
that.
at the
Yeah.
Madden thing, and I was saying some of this shit looks
Yeah.
unbelievable, but we weren't that far away from that last time.
Yeah.
And I want that double jump.
Mhm.
Like you need that. The problem a lot of the time is it's I call it the tidy office effect,
Mhm.
right? So someone will say, "Oh, the office isn't that tidy," and then throughout the day we'll tidy our back office and stuff, and you'll see at the end of the day, and it looks spick and span. But because you've been doing it throughout the day, you don't really see the progressions there. You saw it from each stage. But someone that wasn't there that day, that saw it at the beginning, comes in at the end, they go, "What the fuck have you, like, how much have you done?" sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like that's the difference. There's it's monumental's not the right word. It's like minimal kind of massive shock sort of thing from the last one to the new one.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I
But
think they could
Also,
take.
in the fact that the current gen, we've only just started seeing the games, and it's like with the last gen, when the console comes out and everyone sort of makes games for them, and everyone goes, "Oh my god, that looks so pretty," but it's not until the end stage of that cycle of life that you actually start people who have properly unlocked the hardware and what it can do.
Yeah.
So it's, and also I don't know if you've seen the thing we were talking about the other week, the Crying Girl,
Mhm.
Mhm.
the tech demos and stuff.
Yeah.
So what's coming is going to be amazing. So yeah, with an annual release, what we've got now is that next year it could just be 10 times better, but we just don't know until we see it. But these games are just going to keep coming, you know, especially the
Yeah.
FIFAs and the other sports games. You know,
Why
there's
wouldn't
always
you? To be honest, with FIFA, why wouldn't you bring one out every year? It's a fucking cash cow.
Yeah, I mean, I understand on a business point of view, it completely makes sense, but I'm just sort of saying, like, consumers should probably get more smart and maybe sort of go, hey, how about we get
Can't happen. At this
DLC
point.
in some
Can't
sense?
happen. The gaming industry, unfortunately,
Mhm.
has become too big. Gaming industry is bigger
I mean,
than movies. It's bigger than
Yeah, okay,
fucking
fair enough.
music. It's bigger than film, TV.
Mhm.
It's the biggest industry realistically for huge money. And
But saying that, a lot of AAA developers are moving away from the AAA because they know that for them, that the consumers aren't going to be constantly buying into them. So they are sort of catering more towards the smaller style of games because they know that with those, they can get them out faster. They can get the money just as much from, you know, releasing every few months a top quality game, but just not a AAA.
yeah, in some ways. I
Mhm.
mean, the AAAs are the thing is the AAA is like you say. There's a lot of costs go into it,
Mhm.
but once you get that franchise, how long has FIFA been going?
A very, very
Oh, a long time.
And how much do you think they make every fucking year from that? Because
Far
let's
too
not
much.
even talk about. I saw someone in game the other day that was going to buy the second-hand version of FIFA, right? Second-hand version of FIFA. We're in, when are we? May.
Yeah.
Season's over, pretty much. But the second-hand version of FIFA goes for £39. Are you fucking shitting me?
That's insane.
Like it's realistically those sports games, they make so much money, and that's one thing. Like, okay, that's the cost of the disc and the whatever. How much money did I spend on Ultimate Team, on NFL, and like fucking like all those people that buy all the extra bits and pieces and stuff? That's the difference. Like, there
Well,
is
effectively,
so much money
EA
in it.
uses FIFA and their other, you know, their core games to fund the rest of the company. It's like their baby. I don't
Well,
think.
yeah, they do fucking well with it as well.
Oh yeah, for
Like,
sure. No doubt about that.
And then they also do other things that, like, I understand, like EA they put EA Access and UFC's on there.
Mhm.
All of the DLC's fucking free. All of the what other games are on there? You've got like
Battlefield.
Battlefield, the older one, like all of the older versions,
Mhm.
but also like Garden Warfare is on there, and Need for Speed Rivals and some games like that, and like their new version is not out yet, so actually you're getting a lot of content for free, and like, you know, I paid my $20 or £20, whatever it was, but okay, it makes sense. They put 4 million people will buy that. Oh wow, we've just funded our next fucking superhero, like super fucking thing, and go from there.
Totally. Obviously, if you have any thoughts or comments from the people watching, then feel free to put them into the chat.
Oh yeah, do let us know. I mean, obviously, don't forget to donate. We have kind of stopped at this £1,631 mark. I want to get higher than that, so come on, help us out with that. I just want to kind of thank some of our new subscribers that have kind of jumped on. We've got Hunter Gaming, 1996. Hello. Cheers, my man, for the follow. We've also got Dan at the Table. He's one of the one of the streamers. Hunter Gaming was streaming earlier also. We have DJ Truthsayer also, who's kind of following us as well.
Truthsayer.
I'm sure he'll probably be maybe taking over later when we're kind of finished at 10 o'clock, and when they kind of want to do a full rundown of the whole stream. And then we've got Average Gamer 369, who's just followed us as well. And we just got a new one, just in Chio83. And there we go. So
I like Average Gamer because he's not bigging himself up. He's not putting himself down.
He's okay.
Mate,
I'm just
I'm one of you. I'm all right. I'm not great. I'm not fucking bad. I'm all right. Just let me play.
Brilliant.
So I mean, I think we should maybe think about wrapping up this portion, unless there's anything that you want to kind of talk about.
Only newsy news.
I mean, I wasn't going to jump into any news because that's
later.
This podcast's coming out later.
Tomorrow, mate.
Yeah. So.
Okay, nice.
Flash Wednesday for all you motherfuckers out there.
No, it's not. It's actually going out the week after. So this one's going out the week after. Trust me. Don't worry. Anyway, so on that kind of level,
explosion.
No news on that kind of level. So, but yeah, I think we'll wrap up this portion, I suppose, and then we'll jump into some games.
I think I'm gonna have to beat everyone at games.
Yeah, let's play some games.
Yeah, I mean we're going to play. Well, we've got some games lined up, but I think first of all, just for sheer podcast purposes, I do need to end the podcast as we usually do. So. If you'd like to take part in our conversation, you can either post on our Facebook wall at facebook.com/GameOverYear.
You can tweet us at @GoOverYear.
Email us at gameoveryear.net. Not the right thing. I did this last week.
You did indeed.
Don't worry.
That's okay. It's only live.
Contact us at gameoveryear.net. But you could go to gameoveryear.net and click on the Contact Us button. If you really want to.
That's right, you can. So, I mean, thank you for joining us, and until next time,
Game over, yeah!